welcome back to my channel. So in today's video guys, I'm going to be letting you know whether you're rich or not in Royale High based on the items you have in your inventory. Now before we get into today's video guys, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a video, because we're on the road to hitting 2,000 subscribers and it would mean the world to me if you guys would subscribe and help me out. Now let's get into today's video. So if you guys are wondering how I might know whether you're rich or not in Royale High, is because based on my inventory I will let you know how rich you are. So basically, one of the most expensive Royale High items is this Goddess of Triumph ribbon parasol. Now the reason why this item is super expensive is because basically this set costs Robux and not, it doesn't cost any diamonds. It was 4,000 Robux for just this item alone. Now if you have this item, I feel like you would be considered extremely rich, because this in like real US dollars is like, I think 50 bucks, I'm not sure. I think it was like $45.50 for me. But yeah, basically I feel like this item is super expensive because you have to get it at a certain time, 1. 2, it was for a fundraiser event, and 3, the reason why I consider it the most expensive is because it costs Robux and it does not cost any diamonds. And I feel like to even get it from trading, you'd have to have a lot to trade for it, probably including a halo if you really were desperate to get this item as well. And also I feel like this would be really good to use in trade, considering the fact that like this costs Robux, so it's not worth like any normal items. And in my opinion, like, I feel like this would be worth more than the 𝘾𝙧𝙚𝙪𝙩 ring, and I'll get into that next, because this costs a lot more than the 𝘾𝙧𝙚𝙪𝙩 ring, I think. Usually the 𝘾𝙧𝙚𝙪𝙩 ring on Amazon varies between like varies between like $25 to $30. Sometimes it gets more expensive, but it really depends. So the reason why I think that this might be one of the most expensive, and if you have this you're considered rich, is because of the amount of money that a lot of people had to pay for it. So yeah. Now let's move on to the next one. Also, I just wanted to add that I feel like, I should also add the whole Goddess of Triumph set. Obviously, I don't have the whole Goddess of Triumph set. I only have like a piece of it. But basically, if you have this Goddess of Triumph set, if you have the whole thing, I don't have the whole thing. I only bought like 3 things. But if you have the whole Goddess of Triumph set, I feel like that is worth a lot, and you are considered very rich in Royale High if you have this item. Now let's move on to the next one. The second item that I feel like would make sense to add to this category is obviously the mood changing necklace. Because the reason why I'm saying this, I don't know which one is more expensive, whether it be the 𝘾𝙧𝙚𝙪𝙩 ring or the mood changing necklace. But basically, I bought this necklace in-game. I did not trade for it because I have the badge right here in my journal. So if I scroll down, I got this badge from getting the Enchantress toy. And basically the Enchantress toy gives you this very rare mood changing necklace. The reason why I say rare is because it costs real US dollars to get this, so it's considered very expensive because, sometimes the price of the necklace changes. I have bought the necklace like on Amazon when it was still $10. I don't know how much it is now. It's probably like 20-30 bucks right now. But usually you'd have to watch the prices for these necklaces and these other items because they can be very expensive. So yeah, I feel like this would be, the second or third rarest item depending on how much the 𝘾𝙧𝙚𝙪𝙩 ring is right now, which I'll probably look up later. The third item that I think is extremely expensive in Royale High is most likely the 𝘾𝙧𝙚𝙪𝙩 ring. I feel like those would be like my top few. The reason why I say that this is extremely expensive, obviously I don't have it right now, but the 𝘾𝙧𝙚𝙪𝙩 ring was something back in like 2017, 2018 that players can get. You could still get it now, but it's still very expensive and very hard to get, where you would have to buy the Mystery Series 2 box or vault or something like that, and basically it would come with the 𝘾𝙧𝙚𝙪𝙩 ring as a toy code as well as the 𝘾𝙧𝙚𝙪𝙩 toy, and you would have to redeem the code to get the 𝘾𝙧𝙚𝙪𝙩 ring in Royale High. So that's basically how you do it, and I don't know the price of it. I'll probably put it on the screen once I find the price, but I will show you guys like how much it is, like once I get the price of it. So yeah, it really depends, because on Amazon the prices can go up and down. So yeah. The next item that I'm considering to be extremely rich in Royale High is obviously this magical enchantress skirt. The reason why I'm saying that this skirt is most likely very expensive is because one, only the not well, technically a lot of the OG players had this skirt way before it had a rework. So this was back in 2019 and back. If you were an OG player like me, you obviously would have had this skirt. The skirt was originally 25,000 diamonds in Royale High, and now it's a lot more expensive because obviously it has a rework and it has several toggles. As you guys can see, it has 12 toggles. You can make it look cute, simple, big, small, poofy, different like toggles that go with it, but you could customize it and make it look super cute. So I feel like that's why I would consider it to be the most expensive item in Royale High, just because, you know, it wasn't easy to get at all. I mean, it was easy to get, but since you can't really get it now, I feel like it would be considered a lot more expensive, just because, you know, you can't get it anymore in the shop. And also, you can't really trade for it that easily anymore because of how, you know, expensive it is and how much people want it. So I feel like that would be the next first item in Royale High. Then I feel like the next item, this, I don't know, I feel like the Whimsy Witch set, let me go to the shop because I don't have the Whimsy Witch set either. I feel like the Whimsy Witch set would be considered the most expensive. Reason why is because this set has like so many toggles, and when you add everything together it is extremely expensive. So I'm gonna see if I could find it right now in the shop. But basically, if you go to the Halloween section, if you go to the Halloween section, you'll be able to see like how expensive these items were. Like these were the rework items that I think we got like a year ago. And if we go all the way down, I don't know if it's in the shop exactly, it might not be, so it's not actually. But basically the Whimsy Witch set, in my opinion, is the most expensive, not only because like everybody has it, a lot of people have it, but also because of the amount of toggles and how expensive the skirt actually is. The skirt has several different toggles, as you guys can see. It has literally like 25 different toggles that you can make with it. So I feel like this is just like extremely rare because you could add so much detail. There's so many skirts and pieces that go with it, which is probably why it's so expensive as it is, because you can customize it. You could make it look how you'd want it to make. So yeah. And then the other toggles, like the shoes for example, I feel like the shoes would be the most expensive, just because you see a lot of people wearing them like all the time. These are literally like 80,000 diamonds. I think this set costs over like 200k, I'm not sure. But you would see a lot of people customizing with these. You see the shoes have several different toggles. You could customize them, make different aesthetic outfits with it. So I feel like this would be considered the most expensive, not most expensive, but one of the most expensive, you know, items in Royale High, considering the fact that it has so many toggles and so many things that can go with it. So yeah. And you don't have to be, don't take this video to be like, oh well, you're not rich if you don't have these items. Like, no, it all depends on what you want too. So don't take it to be like, you know, I'm saying you're not rich or whatever. Who cares about being rich? It's for a high. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications, and let me know in the comments what your favorite Royale High item is, as well as how many of these you have in your inventory. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye!